Wow, now this time YouTube didn't complain about my keyframes. Wow, YouTube, I'm so fucking proud of you. Sometimes, just sometimes, not always, but very rarely, very rarely, you're not completely retarded. That's kinda amazing, YouTube. But only sometimes. No, Kyle. Kyle man, bad man. Kyle man, baddest man. Horrible man. Gay man. Gay cat. Bad Kyle. Bad Kyle. Go away. No one likes you, Kyle. Shoo. The game wants me to repair the bridge. Ugh. Wow. Super hard. Martin Calenda says, good time this time. Yeah, well, this time I have an RP at midnight, so this time it's so convenient for me to do it then. No cheeks this time either, no. It's me. You, Kyle's, allegedly in chat. Allegedly. So if you want cheeks, you are free to contact him. And I would actually encourage you to do so. And Kibs is streaming with Arch later today, cutting into Bubble Mania. Well, that's fine, because I'll probably be streaming about 2 hours. See, the funny thing is, the Saturday isn't really a good time for me to stream. Hello, Discordia. But I do it anyway. Because sometimes it's easier to stream for a couple of hours than it is to do like a 40-minute recording. Even if you don't do any editing. Because that's just how magic works. So, yeah, sometimes it's just easy to do it this way. Thwack, thwack. Oh god, this build is so low effort. Yeah, it's not gonna be a 4-hour stream today, so, yeah, you, should be capable of watching both, because I'll be ending it around 9 for me, which is when they are starting, so, yeah. We're, doing, some, anti-competitive business here. You can, sue us for trying to create a monopoly, I guess, if you really want to. Though I will say, in my defense, that this has not been agreed with the other party. So legally, I should be safe. Legally, that is. Man, bad. Ah, look, he's not dead. Game doesn't let you flat out kill him. No, that would be convenient. That would be nice. That'd be very nice. As cute as this area over here is, at least there's some variety in this area. It's not just dark and grey everywhere. No, there's actually color. Yorazuya says inseminate Kibs. Well, if you really want to. I could think of many things to inseminate before Kibs. You should breed Kibs, though. Rare shoulders, no. OT Wife says, I really want someone to get into a legal dispute with a 4.2k channel over being a monopoly. That would be kind of funny. I'm pretty sure that would be thrown out by just about any court as frivolous. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I just have this sneaking suspicion that it would, you know. Crappy shoulders. Very nice. Very, very nice. Do we have to? No, you don't have to. In fact, I would highly advise against inseminating Kyle. Squeal loudly as well. That'd be kind of off-putting, I think. Thwack thwack. Warren Charlton says, "Sup, nerds." Well, you know, I can't think of anything clever to say to that, so it could be like, the sky. God, that one is so overused. Squealing Kibs, not sure I want to hear that. Well, I've heard it many times before. It's an experience. Slimy throat. Was resisting the urge to commit GBH when I saw this stream pop up on my subfeed. Why though? Why though? Lol, gay, says Warren Charlton. It is pretty gay. Kyle is pretty gay. Some things are just too tanky for their own goddamn good. To be fair, we have a low DPS spec too. Hello, chat and bubs. Hello, Lord Crispo. Lord your wife says, does Kibs' family know about the internet randoms looking to breed him? I'm not sure if Kyle told his family about that. I really want to know the thoughts on the matter. Yeah, as I said, I don't think he's told them. At least if someone on the internet wanted to breed me, I don't think I'd want to tell my family about that. But I guess I'm just weird like that. Discordia says, not going to ask how you made Kibs squeal, but I don't think I want to know. Well, it's fairly easy. He does it occasionally. Fairman even has an audio clip of it, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he still has it. So if someone really wants the audio clip of Kyle squealing, you can ask Fairman for it. Now, there's plenty of streams where he squealed too, but Fairman would probably be the easiest way of getting one. Because then you wouldn't have to trudge through like 500 million streams just to find that one thing. Because Fairman, I know, at least at some point, had it saved on his computer. Lord Crispus says, waifu, they're probably happy someone wants to actually do something with him. I mean, that might be true. That might very well be true. Now, sometimes I wonder, because I know that Kyle's father, at least, knows about the YouTube stuff, so sometimes I just wonder if he thinks that his son became gay or something. I wouldn't be surprised, because, I mean, it is a fairly logical conclusion after you see the content he makes. Deep fake Kibs. No, you don't need to fake anything with Kyle. That's kind of the beauty of it. Probably activate that, now that I think about it. GB.com says, ah, yes, here we see the initial creation of Bobism by thwacking everything. Yes, exactly. Just go smack smack. This is how we create Bobism, I think. See, if they're not willing to pay the taxes, you just go beat them up. This is how we deal with ANCAPs. Just beat them. You just fucking beat them until there's nothing left. Ah, he wants to burn his family. Eh, whatever. Forgot which option was the right one. More Christmas says, this is a video game version of How to Beat Kibism. I think a better game for that would be The Witcher. It would be more symbolic, I think. Because Kibism truly is the monster. And anyone who dare say otherwise is clearly in league with Kibism. One chance says beat them, you mean breed them. Thinking of the uncapped catch-up here. Well, the thing is, the problem is, sure, the breed Kibs meme is cute and all, but when you breed someone, there tends to become more of them, and would you really want more of Kyle? Like, is this something that's really been thought through? Mr. Personality says you have to provide something worth paying taxes for. Well, drunk streams, obviously. Every day. You just take a random citizen of the street and make him do a drunk stream. On the national YouTube channel or something. That would be a fantastic concept. You know, if I was a dictator, I might just do that. You wouldn't have, like, personal death squads for the dictator or something. No, you'd have personal squads that just drag people away and make them do a drunk stream and then put back in the street. See, that sounds like a good use of dictatorship resources. Not the whole kind of, like, killing people for disagreeing with you. Nah, that's fucking dumb. No. Take people off the street, force them to the drunk stream, and then just toss them back out. And moral Kyle is the ultimate goal of humanity. That sounds like a terrible outcome, to be honest. I wouldn't want to live in that world. More Kyles would be more slave labor. Kyle's terrible for slave labor, though. They squeal all the time. And not like the weird Asian kind of squealing, no. It's the Kyle kind of squealing. The one no one wants. A rare shield. But the thing is, our shield is good, and set bonus is nice. Personality is more suffering, yes, exactly. If there were more Kyle, there would be more cheeks here now. Well, that's technically true. That's technically true. More Kibs means more fishing, and who would want that? Who would want that? Even only Death started wanting to die after a few hours of fishing. Unsurprisingly, the meme got a bit old. When was the drunk stream again? The 21st? Yes, the 21st. Move along, stranger. There's a quest, but I don't remember where to pick it up. Ah, well, whatever. Don't care. Don't care. The minor crappy quest. Right, there are crystals to destroy. Thwack, thwack, thwack. I don't like being shot with magic. Oh well. Lazy build. God, this build is seriously lazy though. Get them a good meal and people would be willing. Yeah, kinda. But then you give them like the worst alcohol. That was a future only Death chose. Yes, it was. And then he regretted it. Lord Christmas says, damn, can't really be here to watch the drunkenness on that day. Well, that's a shame. That's kind of why we scheduled it so far in advance, so that if people could make plans, they could if they wanted to. Like, if you have the opportunity to make plans ahead of time, then there you go. You can plan for that if you really want to watch it. Uncle SR says, hello Bubs and everyone. Hello Hank. Mr. Personality says, I was okay with the fishing, but I like Monster Hunter Warframe and the original Drakengard. Well, Kyle is going to be playing Drakengard 3 at some point in some future, allegedly. Allegedly. However, I think he kind of wants to do Drakengard, despite me being like, well, you don't want to do Drakengard, you don't want to do the first one. It's jank as all hell. But no, Kyle being Kyle was like, fine, what could possibly go wrong? Well, so if he ends up doing it, it'll just be a lot of complaining. Fucking Kyle. Fucking Kyle and his like 10 billion years to defeat the second last boss in Nier Automata. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Kyle. Come on. That was genuinely painful to watch. No, he at least doesn't seem to hate the gameplay of Drakengard 3. Because he did try that a bit. You're not better than what I have. His personality is dark and derp, exactly. Warren Johnson's back now, just had to go wash dishes. Well, that was quick. Guess you didn't have a lot of dishes to wash. Either that or you're a fiest boy. In which case, I question either what the fuck you're doing or why you're doing it to begin with. What's Drakengard? Never heard of it. Drakengard is another Yoko Taro game series. Except for Drakengard 2. Well, Crispus says, I think it would be funny to see Kibs play Morrowind without mods. Oh god, I never want to see Morrowind ever again. I tried Morrowind, but, like, I don't mind outdated graphics. But Morrowind just looks so ugly to me, I can't get over it. It looks so bad. I play games with bad graphics, but Morrowind, there's just something about the way it looks that I just can't get over. I just can't. Pileman claims that Drakengard 3 is his new favorite game, despite not having finished it, or played very much of it. Yoko Taro does only make happy games. He only tells happy stories. Well, says 1 and 3 are Yoko Taro. 2 is quote-unquote fun by some, but not canon at all. Drakengard is a lot happier than Nier. Yes, happy stories. All of them. Is it one of those quote-unquote happy games? Yes, it is. It's a Yoko Taro game. All happy stories. Well, Crispus says, well, Bubs, they are creating Morrowind in Skyrim with a mod. It looks nice. Well, maybe? Maybe. If it ever get done, maybe. Did the one in Oblivion ever get done? Because I remember they were doing that at some point too. I don't recall hearing if that was ever finished. Daggerfall Unity looks better, especially with texture mods. Doesn't surprise me. Daggerfall gets co-op, make Bobs play it, oh god. Daggerfall is ancient and decrepit. NTR is fun, the Great Betrayer Arch. Arch does like his NTR. It's pretty gay. He should be cancelled for that. Or elevated, depending on how you view things, I suppose. We'll take that ring, I think. And we will put it in this slot. Wait, did I have a ring here too? Yes, I did. Yes. You better than that. Both are not done, but it's the same team who's working on both mods. Well... Okay. We're not done with one, so we're just gonna scrap it and go to the other one. And then when the next game comes out, it's like, oh, it's not done, but we're gonna go to the other one now. Yeah. If they're gonna do that, that doesn't fill me with confidence that it's ever gonna get done. Warren Charlton says, had a friend ask what NTR was the other day. It hurt. Well, you should explain to him in great detail what it is. And why he should like it or dislike it. Vital lessons, good. Arch likes his NTR. It's why I secretly love Bruno and VTM. Arch is pretty gay. Itchy hand. Yeah, best thing about having a build that's basically something you can play with just the mouse. I'm free to use my other hand for whatever the fuck I want, which includes using my teeth to scratch it when it gets itchy. Nightingale Media says, I do not know what NTR is. Someone educate me, please. Well, Warren Charlton, educate him. I had to explain, and he just did not understand. The poor boy. I did explain in detail. Well, that's good. Well, now you get a chance to do it again as well. I'm happy for you. Kyle says, we need to get Bubs to play Drakengard 3 before we do it on stream. 1, so Bubs can tell me where to go. Maybe not, it's pretty linear after the airship from number 4. Boom. I'm sure Kyle tried to say something there. Two, because Bubs needs to play it. Bubs, don't forget to remind me to give you the funds that were donated to you. Okay, Kyle, give me the money that were donated for a drink. Yes, Warren, do feel free to educate Nightingale Media on what NTR is. He seems to really want to know what NTR is, and I think you should, in fact, oblige him. Glow in the Dark says, did you lock Kibs in a closet with ketchup? 2 streams only, Bubs. Yes. He's stuck in the closet with ketchup. Always has been. One of the reasons why Ketchup can't get out. There's just not enough space for both of them to get out, so Ketchup doesn't want to leave Kyle behind. Then Kyle is going to be there alone with no one to breed him. Roller Crispus says, Kyle, give Bubs all the money. Well, you heard him, Kyle. Dust-covered journal. Give me that. Need to go around. Nightingale Media says, I would love to know, but I'm scared to Google search it. Help me, Daddy. Yee, help him. Mr. Personality says they have a map in Drakengard that tells you where to go, but it's Kyle. He doesn't even know how to read a map. Warren Charles says NTR is a specific fetish where the main character develops already has romantic feelings for another. The character is then betrayed via the romantic interest having sex with another party. And then he says, don't make me explain anymore, please. I've seen too much. Oh god, the numbers. Carl says it's basically a cock fetish. Well, if Nightingale is happy with that explanation, then that's okay. But if it's not, then I think you're just going to have to explain it in further detail. And Captain Diomedes says, where's the Kibbles? Well, he's busy being a gay little whore. Stuck in the closet and all that. Laura Crispus says, so Ketchup is a good friend, not wanting to leave the cat trap alone in the closet. Exactly. Captain Diomedes says he hasn't decided to bully Kyle. Well, he is in the chat. He is listening. So, if you're free to bully him that way. God, this build is so low effort. Like, I am not even trying at all. I'm just holding down the left mouse button. Oh, dear God. It's somewhat functional, like, I'm not dying. That's something. It's just a wee bit slow. Thwack, thwack, thwack. And Kyle says Ketchup is in the closet, goddammit. Yes, and he doesn't want to leave you in the closet, because only one of you can get out, because there's not room for both of you out there, because you both such massive faggots that you just can't get out. There's just no room for you. Kyle says, ketchup too fat to escape. So are you, Kyle. So are you. Batman, Batty, Porkins, Chunkarilla, whatever the fuck you want to be called nowadays. Okay, we'll go over here. Because those are like 4 elites. Thwack, thwack, thwack. And hopefully we can avoid dying here. That one is trying to murder us. Taking damage. Taking damage. Stop it. Okay, one dead. One dead is good. Come on, come on, come on. Get over here. That side of not having particularly great DPS, well, I kind of have to kite sometimes. God damn it! No, I'm rooted. Let me get out. Thwack, 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 thwack. Oh, stop rooting me. The best part is I walked into a corner. Oh well. Can kill that one. My health. My health. I can't even see what's on the ground. Now, let's drop down a portal just in case. Because, I don't think I'll be getting out of that one. Totems are slightly harder than your normal stuff. That's fine. Or something.
Well, you worked, dear. We have to hit them hard and fast.
Oh, we have to hit them hard and fast. Rah, 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 rah. Let's see, Uncle SR says, let me scroll off a bit. You guys are hilarious together, brighten my day. Thank you for your time and Godspeed to you all. Well, that's nice to hear. Always nice to hear that people enjoy our content instead of being like, breed Kibs. Though I suppose breed Kibs is a way of saying that you enjoy the content. Also, Bobs, level up. It's 1 level. Not a big deal. The big deal is killing this goddamn thing right here. Die, please. Bat, 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 bat. And move out. Move. Help, I'm rooted again. So big, it's kind of hard to tell what's underneath you sometimes as well. Got a kite, got a kite. Got a kite. Not up there, not up there. That'll just spawn more mobs. Get around and kill you. And kill you, then that's 1 less to deal with. There we go. That's that one dead. I actually have to try to play the game. I hate it. This is not the build I made. I don't want to put no effort in my game. Effort man, bad man. Go. Help. I wish it would move out of the loot at least, for fuck's sake. Worst part is the worst one that's left. Damn it, come over here. Play with me. Ow! Not that, not now, god damn it. One is evil. Evil, I tell you. Try to go around here. And I can't see anything that's underneath me. Because, the boss is a big man. It's not even a boss, just an elite. That's the worst part. Jesus Christ. I hate having to try in my games. Some damage floating around too. Kill you. God damn it. Like, the other ones weren't even a problem, it's that one. Oh well. Back into the fray we go. And then we'll get back to chat once this thing is dead, hopefully. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Ketchup and Kyle fanfic question. Someone should make that. It's a very, very good point. Someone should really make that. Kyle says, hence the beautiful videos. First reason, it makes people click on our videos and trick systems. Second reason, his wife is so cute and nice to look at. That's gay though, Kyle. Kyle needs head pats as Gillian. Claude Christmas and Nightingale, do not lose hope. You will find Cattrap that is not in denial about his sexuality and role in life. Maybe one day. Glendog says, what I'm hearing is Kibs and Ketchup have cushions for the push-in. Yes, they do. Kyle Squeak really likes Bob asking about his cheeks. Bob, not Bob. Sorry. He does. He really enjoys it. It makes him blush every time. Boku no Piku is a good anime. No, it isn't. No one should ever. No one should ever. Galeon says, thank for the stream, Bobs. You don't need to thank me. I will say things and then say other things. Haha, I'm cruel. Nicholas Christoph says, hashtag breed Kibs equals enjoying the content. I thought it was just a call to breed Kibs. Well, it is, because otherwise you wouldn't be watching. Captain Diomedes says, Kyle is Kite Man, the best superhero in the DC universe. Yes, Kite Man is a real DC superhero with the ability to fly kites really well. Yes. I know of that. It's kind of tragic. Give my XP back, game. Now the question is, what do we get? This is kind of good. It's kind of good. However, this gives us increased health. Increased health is always nice, because that plays well in with this and survivability in general. However, that one is also pretty good. I have decisions to make. I don't like having to make decisions. Oh well. I made a decision. Kyle says Babette has big bahugalogs. Prove it. No, Kyle is Squirrel Girl. Oh god. Please, no. Greaves, you say? Answer damage, movement speed, retaliation. Retaliation is bad. So we'll pick up those. Because I'm not sure if these are better. They're better for the time being, at least. I should probably put on a loot filter at some point, but it's effort. I do kind of like seeing all the loot. Kind of nice. It's kind of adorable. It's like, so much loot. Nicholas says, but Bob, so what for the drama? Well, I mean, if you're happy with the drama you find here, all power to you, I suppose. You guys are better than schoolgirls in fighting. Well, no, Kyle is. And Nightingale says also Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. In V's D&D, you keep forgetting to add sneak attack when being rogue. I've yelled at him several times for that. And I've called him incompetent and retarded. No matter what I do, though, it doesn't seem to sink in. Now, did we? Yeah, we did already do this. Galleon says flat is justice. Well, all boobies are justice boobies. Warren Charlton is really fawning over Kyle's cheeks, I see. Nicholas says, see what I mean, the proof's in the chat, and it's the best part. See, the only one being the drama whore here is Kyle. Kyle loves drama, it's why he always keeps getting into drama. He keeps interjecting himself into drama, isn't that right, Kyle? I was like, yes, I do. I like drama. Kyle really wants to make this channel into like a dedicated drama channel, by the way. He just hasn't found the courage to do so yet. Warren John says, no, Galleon, do not deprive thyself of the pleasure that is D and up. They make good headrests. They do? That's not untrue. Lord Crisper says, wait, he does what? Sneak attack is the way rogues keep up with damage in D&D. Yeah, well, we've all seen Kyle play video games, so the fact that he does use sneak attack shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. It really, really shouldn't be. Like, if you're actually surprised by Kyle not using sneak attack in D&D, then you really haven't been watching him play games enough, because that's generally to be expected. Because Kyle does have a tendency of just ignoring gameplay mechanics. I just realized just how much fucking health I have. Because, like, a good ballpark to keep up, which can be a bit of effort for some builds, is to have 100 health per level. That's like a decent ballpark. I, however, have a bit more than that. Kyle is drama made human. Yes, it is. Discordia says Kibs does find Twitter drama to play with. He does, doesn't he? Strange that for someone who claims to not like drama. Isn't it, Kyle? Numedon says, I made it to a stream. Impossible. Well, I mean, if it's impossible, you probably didn't make it. It might be a figment of your imagination. I'll look around for loot. I'm paying more attention to the chat than I am to the game, so sometimes I'm just walking slightly in circles. Warren Charles says Kyle is very smart. Yes, Kyle is. Big brain. Lord Christmas says true. Kyle's pretty useless against in general. Wow. Maybe Kyle should feel called out for that. Warren says this is no surprise to anyone. Exactly. Numedon says Kibs ignoring mechanics. Since when? Since always. Nightingale Media says, yeah, but Roll20 often adds things for you. It seems to take a lot of effort to forget mechanics in Roll20. Roll20 does not add sneak attack for you. Lord Christmas says, Nightingale, if you want Roll20 to do things for you, you first need to make sure you have set it up right. Well, a lot of character sheets are set up to do a lot of things for you, which is nice, but sneak attacks is just one thing you can't do that. Can't do that for unless you make like a whole throw like tick box for sneak attack damage, and then you put in the thing is, Carl would still have to remember sneak attack damage no matter how you go about doing it. So yeah, the problem is Carl doesn't do sneak attacks. The best part is he took like a roguish archetype that gets bonuses to sneak attacks. Like he can His sneak attacks deal poison damage instead of precision damage, I think. And he can also choose to blind enemies who have been hit by a sneak attack. But he still doesn't sneak attack. Because Kyle is Kyle, and Kyle can't play games. Kyle? Kyle! Which archetype did you choose? Nightingale or something? It's one with like poison specialization essentially. I don't remember exactly which roguish archetypes there are. I don't really play 5e. Kyle can't find an exit button for some menus sometimes. You really think he'd find out how to set up his class correctly without a Tide Wrangler at his side? Even a Tide Wrangler would have a hard time making Kyle do it. I know, cause I am his Tide Wrangler. Kibs, burst personality says Kibs doesn't use game mechanics because it upsets Bubs. No, he doesn't use them because he's Kyle. Fucking Kyle. Nicholas Christoph says, Bubs, I have a question for you. Grim Dawn, is it worth picking up if one is a fan of the old Diablo 2? Yeah, I'd say so. It's fine, Diablo 2 in design. It reminds me a lot of Diablo 2. That one does damage. I don't like it. Stop it. Thwack, thwack, thwack. Nightingale says, legit, it's been forever since I saw a rogue or anything other than Swashbuckler. Yeah, there aren't many. Thief, Assassin, Swashbuckler, Scout, Mastermind, Inquisitive. Well, they are the ones in Unearthed Arcana, which is one of the ones he's using. Numeron says, does anyone watch Kyle to see a proper gameplay? Thought we're watching for the lulz. I would hope not. If you're watching Kyle for competent gameplay, then I genuinely pity your ability to play games. Alright, I have an ability I can use. God damn it. I can stomp. Moosh mush. Let's see. Does anyone watch no, I read that. Lord Crisp says, Nightingale, I'm currently playing a Scout Rogue in Curse of Strahd. But he is an archer, so it fit more. Yeah, that makes sense. Like a couple of the roguish archetypes are halfway decent from what I looked, because I recommended a few to Kyle. Kyle chose one of the ones I did not recommend. How is Curse of Strahd anyway? I've heard good things about it, but didn't 5e basically just social justice it? Scout would be perfect for Kyle's playstyle. I might have recommended Scout to him, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I recommended Inquisitive at least. Kyle says, in before Bubs realizes how much of a super gamer I really am. Ha, funny. Warren Charles says, I watch Kyle and tried to laugh at his skill. Well, yeah, see, that I can understand. Nightingale says, not exactly. Adventure League has social justice, but the books are the books. Didn't they, remove, like, the fucking... Didn't they, like, change the gypsy stuff and all that? And all the quote-unquote racial stereotypes, or was that specifically in, Adventure League? Well, the Dark says, Kibs, best gamer journalist. Yeah, I can see it. Crispus says, Curse of Strahd is fun, but I'm not done with it yet. Well, I know a bit of Curse of Strahd. No intention of spoiling it. Goddamn, I didn't do all the things. And I guess Curse of Strahd and Storm Kings are the best pre-written adventures. The Mad Mage is also a great supplement for homebrew because it's just a ton of dungeons. Yeah, no, like adventures with that have a bunch of, like, dungeons are kind of nice because I get doing like adventures that exist, like pre-written adventure, like campaigns. I get it. It's like some people just don't have the time or don't want to put in the effort to GM and like homebrew setting and all that kind of stuff. I get it, but a lot of them are just meh. Changing races to species is something with 6th edition. Yeah, but I read something about them removing a lot of the stuff in Curse of Strahd because social justice. Orange Allen says games need hardcore, normal, easy game journal Kibs if you really want to be fair to the disabled. Kyle, are you just gonna sit there and take it? I'm making fun of you, Kyle. Kyle, you gonna sit there and take it like a little bitch? He probably is, isn't he? That wouldn't surprise me at all. Warren John says, I have a friend who keeps telling me D&D is cancer, but the way he says it makes me think he's just bad group. Well, 5e is pretty cancer. The Captain Naimini says 28 degrees Celsius and less than 90-degree humidity over here, so I'm guessing somewhere in the 80s then. Somebody please end me. Well, have fun. I've been there many times before. D&D isn't what it used to be. Curse of Strahd is the best of meh modules. I've never really looked at any module, like, in depth. I looked at a couple of Dark Heresy ones, like, cursory, and they seem kinda meh. But I don't think the Dark Heresy ones are particularly good either, as far as modules go. And Nigel says, D&D is like entry-level RPG now, so it's attracted an interesting crowd. Well, not only that, but things like Critical Role, and, well, in particular, Critical Role is a little egregious when it comes to that. Caused an influx of some personalities, let's just say, into the hobby. I know some people who kind of watch Critical Role and like, I don't even like the people there. All cancer. It's just like that. Critical Role is so fucking just California and LA that it's just awful. It's just a bunch of people in that fucking voice acting clique. That. Bleh. Bleh. Like, I don't even know if the content they produce is any good, but it's just, I despise the people. Critical Role has ruined D&D for many people. I'm not surprised. Like, I get why, like, from a business perspective, I can completely get why companies would want to cooperate with Critical Role, because they're big, they have a following, and, well, it's free advertisement. I completely get cooperating with that, but yeah. Firstly, I just can't stand those people. Nightingale says, I can't stand the class of Mercer as made. Yeah, that I don't get why. Matt Mercer is now a canon character in D&D lore. That's awful. That's genuinely awful. That is actually one of the worst things I've ever heard. CR is probably good for the dodge, but please no. Yeah, well, it's like, as much as a lot of people are like, oh, social justice warriors don't consume their products. It's like, yeah, they do. You can sit there and pretend they don't, but they do. But good God, it's like I would never want that kind of audience to be my main audience. And somehow Critical Role just attracts a lot of those people. I don't know what it is about it that does it, but there's just something that causes them to attract a lot of those people. Acid damage. I love acid damage. Thwack, 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 thwack. Ooh. Okay, that's one dead. Come on. Totem's not kind of effort. That was supposed to be a challenge. And Kyle says, this is why Legends of Terrestrial RPG pen and paper has to be made. No silver inserts, cringe. Okay, so we're gonna have a Kyle. And the character's gonna have the greatest cheeks in all the land. Ooh, an epic shield. Ooh. Blueprint. I won't say no to a blueprint. Private pants. An even better mace. I'll gladly take that. Chest armor. Set is too good. An even better axe. I'll take that. Right, let's see. Nightingale says, at the back of the Waterdeep book, he is in the Yawning Portal listed as a character. Oh god, why? Warren says, although saying what I do, I would actually do most things for money, and anything for even more. Yeah, everyone has the price. Todd says, as long as they follow dogma, but once a disagreement is made, they drop you faster than Harry Potter. Not necessarily. That depends on a lot of things. Warren Charles says, I think D&D probably has those guys entirely because of an escapism fantasy where they don't have to suffer the consequence for their actions. Partially. But I think it's also... not to shit too much on V, but I think part of a problem with D&D as a hobby is that it allows a lot of quote-unquote creatives with not a whole lot of talent to create their own stories and settings. And a lot of them want to do that because a lot of the quote-unquote creatives want to make something. They like the idea of making something, but they don't really have much in the way of talent of actually making something. And D&D is like... it's like, okay, you don't need a publisher, you didn't need to get sales, you don't need anything like that. You can just feel free to do it. I think that might have something to do with it. I'm not entirely certain. I could be entirely mistaken. I'm pretty sure we've been in here. Yes. It's back here. Crispus says, Bob should be the god of that world, Kyle, so there is someone competent in the game. Yeah, Kyle, make me a god, Kyle. Kyle, make me god. I want to be god, Kyle. Alan says, working on lore when waiting for jobs of load. No time to work on pen and paper for the foreseeable future on my end. Well, obviously, because we have a game to do, Kyle. Both will have to do it. It's a lot of work. Nightingale Media says, I'm starting a new campaign tomorrow as a player. I'm playing a bard called Kyle, who teases all with his fantastic cheeks, but never puts out. Wow, can't imagine who that would be based on. Glow in the Dark says, Critical Role has decent content for beginners due to voice actors, but progressive worse as it goes, in my opinion. Well, I haven't actually watched any of their content, but I just hate those kinds of people. I just look at them and I can so easily tell what kind of people they are. Just look at who they hang out with already. It's like, it's all those people. It's like, ugh. Nightingale says, it has those guys in Adventure League because that very much has no consequences. In Homebrew, those guys get asked to leave very quickly. Well, those guys is, yeah. Yeah. Depends. There are some people who will tolerate a lot of people, and there are some people who just won't tolerate that kind of bullshit. Now, do remember that many of these people won't actually say anything if they're actually around people, but they will go and run off to Twitter to complain about things, instead of actually taking it up with the people they are supposed to be talking to. Orange Child says, there's nothing wrong with just creating something even without talent. No, there isn't anything inherently wrong with that. The thing is when you start being like, well, I made this, so now I'm smart, so now I demand that other people change all their other things. Because I deem this to be the superior way of doing it. But it being objectively inferior. Countdown Media says, I should tell you a secret, I've never played a 40k tabletop because I got into 40k right around the moment Games Workshop went woke, and I can't stand woke people. That's fair. Booma. Let's see. No, still fine. Crispa says, I think my record to watch is up to episode 4 or so of any online tabletop RPG. Oh, some are decent to watch. But some people just don't like watching them too. Says, I prefer playing or watching tabletop RPG. Well, a lot of people don't have they have the option, but they don't want to put in the effort of either finding a group or playing one. Nightingale says, I couldn't get through the first intro of Critical Role. Remind me of the Simpsons character Troy McClure. Because they were like, hi, I'm Name. You might remember me from... Oh, God. That's awful. I should watch Critical Role so I can just see how awful I would find it. Like, I should just watch an episode or two. Like, Miss Personality says, we're going to get into 40k, but I gave my money to Kibs instead. Well. So you traded one work for the other. Ha ha ha. Han Colester, I've heard of Wrath and Glory. Is it any good? Well, from everything I've seen of Wrath and Glory and heard of Wrath and Glory, it's pretty meh, bad, dumb. Because, it's... I don't know, it's just... It looks dumb. The system just looks dumb. Like, there's a already existing perfectly fine set of tabletop RPGs for 40k, and that's the ones made by what was it, Dark Emporium, something like that, whatever the fuck. Games Workshop's division was that made Dark Heresy and then continued by Fantasy Flight Games. Those were actually pretty decent. Kyle says, don't give them clickaroos. You don't get to tell me what to do, Kyle. And Gal says, oh my god, Bob's reacts to Critical Role. No, I fucking hate React channels. Wow, we leveled up again. So proud of myself. Kyle says, Miss Persland has only done quite a bit for us, along with only death. Yes, they have. That they do have. Did have. Has done. If done. If done. Lord Crispus says, oh wait, I did watch Argus Vampire pretty far, and same with Sargon's Crusade campaign. Well, I feel lied to. Warren John says, Archer's campaign seemed good, but Rags kind of pissed me off after V left. I got a feeling a lot of people didn't like Rags, but a lot of people did like Rags too. Like, I guess Rags is kind of a Right, and we're back. I actually had to force shut down OBS because it wouldn't function anymore. Like, it started dropping frames, and I'm like, okay, well, my internet's fine, so we'll just stop the stream and start the stream again. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Well, OBS is like, well, I'm not really gonna stop the stream. I'm just gonna keep dropping frames, but it's just gonna be like stopping stream. As I see my frame drops, it increases with like, I want you to stop the stream instead. It's like, OBS is like, no, not gonna do anything, not gonna connect, nothing. It's like, ah, thanks. Real fucking helpful. Let's see. Back to chat, I guess. Help. Hankolessa says, yeah, Deathwatch RPG was good and Rogue Trader. Well, like, let's see. Dark Heresy, Deathwatch, Only War, Rogue Trader, and Black Crusade all basically use the same system with some tweaks and modifications here and there. Only War and Black Crusade probably did the most extensive changes. Except for the change from Dark Heresy to Psychos. But beyond that, they're all basically the same, and they're fairly interchangeable as far as things go. Captain Diomedes' Archer's RPGing was good, but Sargon, Rags, Uzula, and V were just bad players, no involvement at all. Wow, you're calling out people like that? But more YouTubers. They're free from criticism, haven't you heard? Warren Charlton says, genuinely can't bring myself to watch Ranks without hearing him be a spaz in the back of my head from what seemed every session in that series. The moral fagging as a vampire sounded pretty great, though. But we're vampires, we don't kill people. It's like, the whole game is about you being a fucking monster. Get with the times, boy. Warren Charlton says, Sargon isn't that bad. He got better as time went on. Actually started to roleplay. Chief Dirkon says, Ranks talks much. Can't just make a decision in a reasonable time frame. He does talk circles with himself, I remember that. Orange Child says Uzulu just wanted his campaign, didn't care. Lord Christmas, Diomedes is also not the best group to have together. They should have had a more cohesive party. Yeah, that's kind of the problem when you have a GM who's not particularly willing to enforce any sort of party cohesion. Doesn't talk to your players or anything. Just be like, okay, you guys go make characters, and we'll start this day, and that's it. It's like, wow. Well, it says, I don't know why Sarga kept trying to talk himself out of everything made the RP long to listen to. Oh, my health. Sure, probably should have paid attention. When Charles says Rags decided not to play a character, but himself, and took everything personally. Yeah, from what I heard, he did take everything very personally. Ah, God, so much to go through. Crispa says, Art of Vampire campaign need a leader that actually stuck to his guns. Yeah, that kind of helps, just to have someone in the group who just makes the final call. It really does help a lot to just keep things moving a bit. Warren Challen says, V just min-maxes and for some reason I can't hate him for it, lol. Captain Diamond says, yay, the Ultimate's back, yay. Warren Challen says, it cut off when you start talking about Rags. Big zonkers. Glow in the Dark says, I never really paid attention to cliques, so maybe that's why I found Critical Role palatable. I mean, they even brought fucking Will Wheaton on to tell you all you need to know about them. Carl says, PNN, there are a few that fit together in the campaign. It's more like an obligation than a game. Yeah. That's kind of what it seems like for me watching like these campaigns. It's like people are there not to play with each other or roleplay anything. They're there because we asked people to show up, essentially. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Glendorf says, Arch is good at world building, bad at adapting. Arch is good at world building, he's good at making characters, but he isn't all that good on adapting. He's acceptable at adapting sometimes. But his problem is mostly down to mechanics, in my opinion. Warren John says, I do actually think that Carl played what he said his character was very well. Yeah, I didn't watch it personally, so I wouldn't know. Lord Christmas says, yeah, also there are so many people in that campaign with big personalities that want to play it their way. Yeah. Like, even the GM wants to run the game his way rather than run a game with his players. Garland says, well, I tried to play my character. It's hard because no one roleplays. Yeah, no one does fucking roleplay. It's like, there was a tiny bit of roleplay last session. Like, kudos to them for actually roleplaying a bit. But, good god. Like, it's still hard. Like, it's extremely hard to tell when they're actually trying to even say anything in character because they're always referring to each other by name, in and out of character and all that. Like, awful. Gavin says, wait, Kibs doesn't want to stream with Bobs now, but an hour he streams with Arch. Carl is working. You foul traitor. Yeah, Carl is a traitor. God damn it. Should probably just pop out chat at this point. Nubidon says, in both VTM and Lurking Hunger Season 2, so Rags, what do you do? Rags begins to repeat what DM said, goes to manual doing dum, and keep going in circles. Brain damage really bad. Yeah, Rags did just talk himself to himself a lot in circles. It was a bit... Just stop talking and think instead, maybe. Just a thought. And Gale says, okay, let me put it like this. Critical Role is the Big Bang Theory of D&D. Basically. That's fairly accurate, all things considered. Nightingale says, Arch would be better off building the world and getting a different GM to run the campaign, kind of like Applebusa does for the TTS campaign. Yeah, I could see that. My health. Oh god, so many poisons. Oh my god, there's fucking poisons, Jesus Christ. And back we go. Kibs has a character name for D&D. No one has a character name in that D&D. Look, the Thrax was way better in Sargon's Crusader campaign because he gave way for Arch, so he did not need to actually make decisions RP-wise. See, a part of Rags' problem is that he doesn't make decisions, he just talks to himself a lot. At least from my experience from playing with him. That little bit I played with him. Nubidon says, Kyle, please make Boomer Arch unprivate both last and current Wafflecast, please. Yeah, Kyle, why did Arch private it and then never put it back, Kyle? Kyle, if you don't do what you said you were going to do, I'm going to be mad, I'm going to blame you, and I'm going to call you gay. And then I'm going to call you out on the internet. And then it's going to be drama. Then it's going to be fucking drama. Let's try to avoid death this time. Jesus fucking Christ, those darts. Good God, look at that damage. Fucking hell. Come on. Yeah. Ah, my health. Die, please. Okay, it's dead. Fucking hell. Less trying to talk through a problem, more bending over for Arch. Wow. Chief Durkholm says drama llama. Nightingale says, wait, did Bob say Kyle gay? Kyle is gay. Numidon says, oh fudge, I'll be traced back to internet drama. Yeah, you caused it. You were the catalyst here. Mark Calendar says, wait, the stream is still private? What the actual what? Arch is boomer. Arch is big boomer. My helmet though. Like, I should start getting like, replacements ready for when I need to start replacing the set, but I'm not finding anything good either. No, he said calling him out as gay. See, I'll call him gay and I'll threaten to call him out as gay. But at the same time. Lidark says everyone in VD&D game could be good, but think they are in front of camera, so they are trying to upstage each other subconsciously. Would suggest trying pre-record to see if that helps. The problem is that I'm pretty sure no one is there to actually roleplay. Like, Sargon is there to play a game. He's not there to roleplay. He might as well just go play any old RPG on the computer. Any CRPG on the computer. I think he might as well do that. I'm not getting any roleplay out of, well, all of them. Lodewives says the problem is in current RP that Art and Sargon are the two protagonists and everyone is the minor supporting cast. That too, but also the fact that Sargon and Arch are the antagonists, not the protagonists. That I do have my problems with V as a GM personally. problems indicates that he's doing something inherently wrong. It's like, everyone is free to GM the way they are. Just, personally, I don't like the way he GMs. But that's just me. I also would not want to play in the setting he made. It's just fucking Gate in Isekai version. That's basically what it is. So I'm complaining about the party being stuck doing politics when he killed the High Inquisitor and made the party take over the church with some irony I wasn't expecting. Yeah, it was kind of fucking beautiful. Like, the level of self-awareness of that was just something just I have a lack of words. Anything good? No, not really. And I mean, this is Gate, like the anime Gate. Never watched it, but I know the concept. So if you're gonna say I like Gate, I don't. I don't really watch a whole lot of anime, and generally what I watch is either so bad it's funny, or it's actually good. Now, the one anime I watched that was just bad, not so bad it's funny, despite a lot of people saying it's so bad it's funny, was, oh, fuck, Eromanga Sensei. Eromanga Sensei. Terrible. It was boring. Like, I heard people claim it's so bad it's funny. It's not. It's just boring. Go on, let's help with the tribute. Give them the scrap, because that's what they asked for. It's the easiest way of doing it. No, like, a couple of animes I've watched, quote-unquote, recently, like, the last 4 animes I watched, these are the ones I can remember watching, fairly lately, was Eromanga Sensei, which was terrible, Domestic Girlfriend, which is actually so bad that it's funny, A Place Further in the Universe, it's kinda cute, not like a great anime or anything, but it's just kinda cute, and Bunny Girl Senpai, which is pretty good.
Keep your weapons.
I would recommend all 3 of them for those reasons. I would not recommend Eromanga Sensei because it's terrible. Never watch it. It's trash. Warren Charlton says, I actually enjoyed High School DxD. Well, you do you. Everyone has the guilty pleasures, I guess. Shiro says, I'll defend Eromanga Sensei to the death. Well, then you're going to have to be put to death. Because that was terrible. That was genuinely, thoroughly boring. What was it? Todd says, you watch any sci-fi anime, Bubs, or just comedy? I mean, I don't really watch comedy either. If it's comedy, I watch bad because funny. And not comedy because, oh, it has great jokes or great puns or anything like that. No, I watch it because bad. But no, I don't really watch sci-fi. Like, a lot of the anime that I've liked has been slice of life stuff. generally. I tried watching Code Geass, but god, the art style I just couldn't get past, and it's so just... anime? It's just so anime, I just can't. I tried watching it, I just couldn't. Oh yeah, I also managed to forget about Konosuba. But Konosuba is like a fucking sitcom, if anything. But yeah, that is comedy. Like the one comedy I've actually enjoyed and watched for the comedy's sake. She was like, Bob's just sitting here bashing on animes I like. You're free to like whatever you want to like. Like, everyone has their own taste. If you like what I consider to be garbage, well, good for you. You like it. I just don't. And I will gladly state that I do not like it. That doesn't mean you're not allowed to like it. Konosuba is great. Konosuba... I like a lot of the comedy in Konosuba. I just wish sometimes they'd do something a bit more. Oh, that's a nice amulet though. Oh well, too bad for me. Who is this and where are the cheeks? The cheeks are in chat. If you say cheeks 3 times, maybe Carl will show up. This is Bob's, as always. One chance says, Girls and Puns, it made me realize that I like tanks more than I thought, and I'll put up screaming more than I thought I would. Oh god, I tried watching Girls and Puns there. It was boring. I found it to be entirely boring, and I hated the art style so much. I couldn't watch it. No, the best, like, I haven't seen a lot of anime, but the best anime I've seen, I can easily claim, is, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Because that one is genuinely good, in my opinion. Well, people have tried saying cheeks. I guess, Carl is just a little bitch and doesn't want to show up. What are you gonna do about it, chat? A Peggy of Blue Steel. Oh god. Please no. I watched Contact Collection. That was awful. That was genuinely awful. But I did watch it because it's like, oh, I heard it's bad. Like, just put it on in the background. It's like, how bad is it? It's like, oh, it's awful. So bad I toned out sometimes. But I never watched Arpeggio, and I never intend to watch Arpeggio. JoJo is still something I need to watch, but I just can't bring myself to watch it. It's like, just the fan base alone makes me not want to watch it. It's just, I can't stand those kinds of fan bases where it's just like, oh, what, everything is JoJo. Gag Scrub says, it was first anime I watched and I didn't watch anything else for years after it, and it's still my favorite. Yeah, but have you actually watched any good anime? That's the question. Like, the first anime I watched was Dragon Ball Z. No, that's wrong, that's wrong. The first anime I watched was Pokemon. then was Digimon, then it was Dragon Ball Z, then it was Death Note. Then I didn't watch any anime for a long, long time. Like a really long time. No, all anime is trash by definition. Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Death Note is awful after like episode 5. Death Note is fine. Just overrated. Death Note gets awful like halfway through when L dies. That's when it gets just bad. Time to slap away. Warren Charles says every JoJo fan hates JoJo before they watch JoJo. Then they watch it and they end up like me. I have single-handedly converted 10 of my friends to JoJo. Well, now I just want to watch JoJo so I can hate it and be like, ha, I hate JoJo and I watched it. Fuck you. And no, I didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Just looks so dumb though. Like, I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! But it just looks so dumb. L is the best part of Death Note. Yes, he is. Epic belt, you say? That's actually fairly decent. Shame it's level 30. Oh well. Guess we gotta try to level up. We have a devotion point. Mooncarved belt? Nah, not worth even picking up. Warren says, Bobs, you're Squidward. You know you want it. Not really. Like, JoJo is just one of those things I feel like I should watch due to the sheer amount of people who talk about it, so I can feel like... when people talk about it, I can be like, well, I like JoJo, or I don't like JoJo, or it's okay, or it's eh, or whatever the fuck I feel about it. That's the only reason I really think I should watch it. Oh god, do not ever watch Fate or anything like that. Fucking hell. Fate, just the thought of watching or consuming any Fate media just gives me hemorrhoids. Just the idea of it. I just don't want to. I just do not want to watch that. I just look at it and I'm like, this is so dumb, this is trash. Fate Universe is too expansive, it's stupid. Oh god, it's fucking massive. It's retardedly big. Fate is literally the definition of no idea when to stop. It's basically One Piece. His way up is there. Numenos' first anime I saw was an anime version of Robin Hood. Well, okay then. That's certainly a place to start. There are so many seasons of spin-offs you'll never end. Yeah. God, Fate. What a creature. Watch the 2 anime that matters and avoid the rest of the media. Okay, which 2 anime matters? The Berserk manga is also when will this end? Yeah, a lot of these things are like that because, well, the people make a living off of it. I completely get, like, why they keep doing it. It's like, well, you have to make a living somehow, and if you don't come up with a better idea, just stick with the one you have, and it's popular, so. Keep going, I guess. It makes sense. So. Somehow, they don't suffer that serious fall-off. At least Dragon Ball ended at one point. A lot of them just don't ever end. Ron John says, the first anime I saw was Boku no Pico. And after I forgot that drama, I watched Clannad, which also scarred me mentally. Why would you do that to yourself? Just the art style in Clannad can scar someone mentally. Because that art style is awful. Keep you around, I guess. Now just do the manga like Hunter x Hunter. Go on a hiatus and play Dragon Quest. Shakespeare says, I just started watching JoJo recently and I did not manage to get halfway into season 1. Well, people are claiming that season 3 is when it starts to get good. Like, then the question is, do you need to watch season 1 and 2? Like, if it gets good at season 3, why would you watch 1 and 2? Is it actually important for you to watch those? So Dwight says, typically Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. If you want to get the trilogy, watch the Heaven's Feel movies, that's it. No game, no VN, no other anime. Avoid the fan base. I mean, that's just like the main arcs, the main stories, isn't it? My knowledge of Fate is so lackluster. I just know that's fucking retarded. That's all I know, basically. Anime becoming new superhero comics, never-ending power scaling off the charts, reboots and spin-offs. It's been like that for a long time. Like, because I have the Dragon Ball mangas. They're fine, but God, I hate Dragon Ball Z. I despise it. There's so much pointless filler. It makes me want to die. I genuinely can't stand that kind of anime. Like, people give, like, light novel adaptations a lot of crap. I'm like, but they're usually sometimes decent compared to mangas. Like, I prefer the ones that are, like, the ones that know when to end. Not the ones that keep going on forever. Because things that keep going on forever, it's just like, why do you keep going? Just end it. You've reached the ending 5 times now, and then you just start the story all over again, essentially. Just to keep going, just to tell the same story over and over again, just to make money. Uncle Essa says, I haven't watched anime Angels. My favorites are Cowboy Bebop and Trigun. Haven't watched either of those. I know I need to watch Cowboy Bebop. I just haven't gotten around to it. Bleach ended when Ichigo lost his powers the first time. I never watched Bleach. I have a real life friend who's like super into manga and anime, like super into it. He'd watch just about every fucking anime he gets his hands in. And every time I ask him what he's watching, it's always like the most generic crap, like Fairy Tail and oh god, what's that one? Boku no Hero Academia? Just stuff like that. It's like, why do you watch the bad ones though? There are good ones out there. Stop doing this to yourself. To be fair, but he watched so much anime that he might as well just have watched all the good ones already. He like watched all of Naruto. I think he watched all of the like mainstream ones. And like, Jesus fucking Christ. It wounds me. Because there's good anime out there, so why anyone would sit and watch like Fairy Tail and stuff like that, I can't fathom. Slap, 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 slap. Ah, slap fights. You're beautiful. Bleach bothered me a bit when Ichigo turned out to be related to every fraction in some way. I'm glad I never watched Bleach. Never cared about Bleach. Bubs, you like both Cowboy Bebop and Trigun? Maybe, maybe not. I did also try watching, Kill la Kill. I don't remember if I finished the first episode or not before I stopped watching. But, that one, I did not like. I hated it. I hated the art style. And it was just dumb. It was just so dumb. Another one I enjoyed watching was Fooly Cooly, because that one was just weird and quirky. Gag Scrub says, well, since I'm actually getting paid to sit here, I think I should actually go do work. Probably not a bad idea. Warren Charlton says, Fooly Cooly is great, but the ruined it for the sequel. Never watched the sequel. I just watched the first one. That was like quite a while ago, actually. A couple of years or so ago. Oh, quite a while is relative, I suppose. Shonen is mostly for kids. Yeah, it is, but still, like, you are still allowed to criticize things despite them being kids' things. Thought says, Fooly Cooly emojis when? Go nag Kyle. I got things to do after the stream. So if you nag him in like this like beautiful little space between now and when he has to stream with Arch, maybe you'll get somewhere. Probably not. But go nag him. I recommend it. Numenon says, unpopular opinion. So many interesting plot stories that would be nice without the plot being the main focus. I mean, something has to be the main focus. Lotus Wife says, Kibs is a traitor. Yes, he is. Give me stuff. Crap, 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 crap. Okay, so we leveled up. I want to get over here, because that one is nice. Yeah, confirm changes. And that one's done. Cool is not necessarily good, it was just the artist with nothing to do with board. It's not, no, it's not particularly coherent or extremely well written, but it has some fun moments. Like, it's still fun. Enjoyable. Not like it doesn't have a good story, but the thing is, like, good is a vague term. It's like, how do you define something as good? Is it fun? If something is fun, is it good? If something is well written but not fun, is it good? If something is well written and fun, is it good? But then it's like, why, if it's not particularly well written but still fun, is it not good? Like, good is, unless you go further into the details, good doesn't necessarily mean all that much. Because good is such a vague term in and of itself. Because it doesn't really say anything. There's like some people use good differently. It's like some people use good for technically good, but not necessarily enjoyable. Like, eh. It's fine for just casual conversation, but if you're actually going to label like if you're actually intending to like level any serious criticism, you can't really use good without explaining why it's good. Kyle says happy stories. The kind that are filled with pain are the best. The kind where characters struggle for the good of the world only to die, to be erased by time. Kyle is being edgy boy. Nightingale says, I like stories where a plumber needs to fix a sink and his client is a really attractive woman. I don't know. I don't know why, like, porn wants to have some kind of setup. You're doing porn, just fucking put the dick in the pussy and get over with it. Unless you're actually going to try to do anything serious with it. Like, if you're actually going to put in the effort, sure. But just having, like, 5 throwaway lines that serve no purpose, why even? Wow, magic stuff. Wow, a battered shell. Wow, I'm getting stuff, guys. I should probably check. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Depending on the genre of porn, I said it might be important to the work. Yeah, but like standard porn was just like, yeah, stick it in there, bitch, yeah. It's like that. Normal porn doesn't need any setup. Shonen might have some interesting concepts and world building, but usually fell flat. Yeah, like some of the shonen have like some interesting concepts that are not particularly well developed, but they don't develop them, they don't go anywhere with them, and they're just, yeah. JD, an actual movie with decent production value and pro actors with hardcore pornographic scenes would be interesting. There are these things. They do exist. Nymphomaniac is one of them. It's a terrible movie. Terrible, terrible movie. I wouldn't recommend watching it. But they do exist. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we'll kill this one and then we'll end the stream, because I have things I need to do. Artist stream is about to start soon, and yeah. Like, I knew this was going to be a short one. I even put it in the description. It's going to be shorter. So, that's just how it is sometimes. Saturdays are not like the best streaming days for me because I have RP and I have sometimes other things I need to do. But in this case, we're going to have to end it here. Despite it not even reaching 2 hours. But the fact that Kyle has gone over 1 billion times over 4 hours, I don't think that's too bad. I think we'll make do this once. Learn to wife says, remember, Bobs, 2 hours, do not be a Kibs. Well, don't really have all the time in the world today. Kinda have to do things. And I need to do something fairly now-ish, and I was intending on ending it slightly earlier than 2 hours, likely, which is exactly what I'm doing. Uncle Lester, have a great day, Bubs. You too. Nightingale says, love you, Bubbles. I love me too. Yeah, so thanks for joining me, and we'll be back sometime. So, yeah, goodbye, and, well, if you want to, you can go watch Arch and Kyle stream Iron Harvest in about 12 minutes. I would recommend doing that. Bye-bye.